Hey there, Wargamers, Justin Paints here, and today I want to talk a little bit about what I've been doing at the shop. So first of all, I can't see what I look like because I can't flip the thing on the camera and do both because I need to show you what I'm working on. So I'm going to flip this around. Also, no hat, look goofy, tired, hot at work, almost getting ready to get off. I've been working on some designs I want to share with you. So first and foremost, thank you for being here. I appreciate it. This will probably be a couple-minute video. I apologize ahead of time for having some light content uploads during November here. Wrangling people to films problem. We got holidays coming up, Black Friday, shopping, people doing stuff, Thanksgiving, then we're going into Christmas and other festivities. So it's going to be a little bit difficult wrangling people. I'm going to try. We'll still see if I can keep putting some things out. But for those of you who continue to support what I do, thank you for being here. I appreciate it. That said, let's go ahead and flip the camera around. I hope this has been somewhere in focus. I have no idea. And show you guys what I've been working on. So I've been working at the shop on terrain, which you guys know is one of the things that I do. And I've got a few buildings here. You guys have probably seen my city stuff before, but here is a building I've been working on that is something similar to a reference I found for New York City Police Department. One there, I thought it'd be cool. This part's been fixed, so no X. These are optional parts you can put on. But this is supposed to look like a police department. You got this little car area here, which is cool, and the windows and such. I really kind of think that is cool with a little step up. And then obviously when you pull it off, it reveals destroyed interior. So your little mechs can walk through. We cut off these areas so mechs can more easily fit right here. So you can come through this direction, and obviously this can go back on top. So in your games, you can use destroyable terrain if you want to. Got some optional bits, little helipad. You can put it up top if you want, down on the bottom if you want. Just the kind of thing, if you want to spice up the terrain, you got it. I've also got these little building parts. I shrunk them a little bit. So you can, and I took the pegs off, so you're no longer forced to put them on the top. I will include these with the city buildings when, or the brownstone buildings when and if this all releases. But you can kind of put them up here, put them where you want. Obviously, if you tilt them, they look a little stupid, but if you mount these properly, you can put it on here. Helps give you a registration point, so it's not, bouncing all over the place. I also shrunk them so that for this one in particular, where this jut out is here, there's going to be a door here. I moved this over a little bit and pulled this out, so it's a little bit of a gap, but you'll be able to pop that there, sits in. So not a huge deal, but I figured being able to put it there if you want, or up here if you want, is good. Or heck, if you buy the set, which is going to have at least 3 buildings, you'll get multiples of those. You can put one there and then one up here if you want to. So your terrain can have a little variance, which I think is cool. And that said, moving on, I'm working on these buildings here. This is another precinct or police building from New York. I thought it was cool. I liked the shape, and because I make fancy square boxes like this, doing something with this is a little bit more difficult because I wanted this curve here. No detail up here yet, obviously, just playing around with that, a little glue stain. But this was the first portion of that to get the geometry for the internals right. Obviously, there'll be acrylic window inserts here, and we'll have trim inserts that go across here, just like we have on this one. So that was the first portion of the prototype, just to make sure that the geometry worked. I was happy that this worked. This is where I got to today with doing some edits. So we've got the facade here, which this will be like this one, using a lot of elements but different shapes. So we'll have that little portion there. We'll have banding that goes around. I don't have the holes cut in yet for it, but again, this kind of banding will be on here. And we'll have it there and there. It's nice and tall. I like it. I like the shape. Overall shape is very cool. Takes up a lot of footprint on the table. Do I have a battle mech for scale purposes? I do. So there's an awesome. So I think that's kind of neat. Obviously be able to pop up there if he had jump jets. Otherwise, I'm not sure how he gets up there. I don't have the base plate done for it yet, but you'll be able to remove this, and we'll have a base plate that will have this footprint on it, so you can pop that off and have a ruined interior to play in. I would really like it to have some elevation, so you have up here, and it comes down maybe. I do have to play around these bits here and here for the internals. The internal ruins can't clip that, so we're going to be limited. But that's still a pretty wide corner. Same thing over here. So yeah, we'll probably have a big blown out center. Like if you were playing in a campaign and this was like, I think like Resident Evil, and your STARS members are in here and your Umbrella Corporation, you're trying to nuke that and get rid of them, you just blow up the front entrance of the door. So like if this is blown out, this whole portion here is gone, and the corners are what's left in this rubble, that I think will look pretty neat. It's a nice big footprint on the table, which is what I wanted to do. I think for the set, we're going to have these two, and then maybe one more that's this height or maybe a little shorter, and have a slightly different profile for a total of, I think, 3 buildings. I really think from this set, this one's going to be pretty popular, probably because you could use it as a non-police building, because a lot of these city buildings are stone and brick, and it could be anything. This could be an apartment building or a residential building, which is apartments, or it could be some type of office building or something. But Austin said he wanted to get, his first instinct with these was to have 4 of them positioned kind of like this. And imagine like you copy, paste here, and have like a cool courtyard thing here, and then have like some Russian kind of thing going on. Or idea, I guess. I guess there's multiple places with courtyards, but that's actually pretty cool. So then got me thinking, like, do I want this to be a 3 building set or 4? If I do 4, maybe 2 of this, 1 small, 1 medium, maybe. It depends on if I can get this to fit on the sheets, which that is a lot of large pieces. I could make it fit on the sheets, but can I make it fit practically for the size of what we use for cutting, for our cut machines? We've also got, we'll include a variety of little bits. So like you could do your HVAC. This one, a little different. That one's got circles, this one's got little rivets. So you get a little bit of variation with what you want to do. And then obviously if you put that down with enough of a gap, you can use that as a registration point and have that on your building in whatever orientation you like. You could put the HVACs anywhere as well. And then we got the little helipad, which again can go up top. So I think that is pretty cool. And I'm excited to get these buildings, hopefully production ready at some point. I'm not sure if it'll be in the immediate future, but near future, because I'm working on, I've got the 2 fire department buildings. I've got the police buildings I'm working on. I've got the city buildings, the boroughs or the brownstone buildings, which are basically done. I just got to do the layouts for cut. Then I want to do like some an armory thing for like a National Guard armory, which I think would be really neat to have that in the set, or as an option for the theme. I want to do some other large buildings, like maybe one-off, like skyscraper kind of things, and then maybe do something that's like shipping and receiving at a dock, or some type of factory, warehouse kind of thing. I think that'd be cool, because then you can get out of here, fly. You can have your municipal buildings, your city residential buildings, your military kind of sort of like National Guard or reserve, Army Reserve type building, and then like the docks and the factories and whatever. So a lot of cool little buildings I want to do. I want to have all of them be destroyable if I can. I think that's a cool mechanic in Alpha Strike that is not used very often, and that is what I want to do. So that said, folks, that's all I got today. I wanted to do a quick update while I was at work before I left. I will say, like in the past, as I do prototypes on these will continue to go into a box of goodies. Even this one probably, even though it's not complete, but someone could get bashed if they want, or break it and use the ruins or something. I will give first crack at these to patrons when I do it. We'll have a box, I'll do a giveaway, and patrons will get access to the prototype buildings, probably some built ones that they can get. So like this one, it's not finished, but it's in good shape. Throw some rattle can dry brush, probably pretty good for some basic level terrain. It beats a cardboard box, right? And then as I do the cut files and we cut those, and undoubtedly I'll find errors, those files will also be given away, not the files rather, the cut product will be given away instead of thrown away, with the caveat that these are alpha or beta cut runs for me to test fitment and make sure things work. And then after I've done all that, done all the instructions, we'll have the final cut files for production. And anything that was cut that is not up to snuff, like maybe there's an error in a fitment or something like that, those will be given away, and you guys will have the opportunity to do some hobbying to make them work. But I don't want to throw the product away, give you guys an opportunity to get first crack at them. So keep in touch, keep a lookout. If you're seeing this and you like what I do and you aren't already subscribed, please do so. If you want to support what I do, check the description at some point when I get it updated with some links. So that said, folks, thank you for listening to what I have to say today. As always, keep painting your models, keep rolling your dice, and I will catch you guys next time.